welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. However, I have got big plans this weekend. Big plans. Whether they come to fruition, I'm not 100% sure, but it is Wednesday evening. I have just done the traumatic thing of panic buying jeans. Anyone else hate buying clothes? I despise buying clothes. But tomorrow we have got this video thing and headshots for work. So you best believe I'll be up tomorrow. I'll be up at 6:30, showering, making sure I'm gorgeous, or as gorgeous as I could get. And I will be putting on makeup because I look tired, and I am. I'm not wrong, I am tired. I'm starting this on a Wednesday because, well, there isn't really a reason, I've got to be honest. I obviously have been working this week. Monday I worked from home. I didn't really have anything to tell you. I think that was my big thing, is that I've had no updates. I haven't really been reading. I'm still in that like slumpy period. So I was like, what's the point in talking to you? In the nicest way possible. But I have reading updates and I have book mail. But I have reading updates. I finished a book. It's the 1st of May. Happy 1st of May, by the way. It's the 1st of May. I finished a book. I should have finished it last month. I have completely failed my TBR for April, but apparently G's giving us like until July to complete our Magical Readathon TBR, so I'm just going to keep going. I finished the Ember Blade today by Chris Wooding, which is my buddy read for last month with the lovely Kate. But I finished it. So happy. 4 stars. Really enjoyed this. This is a big ass book. There are over 800 pages. Yeah, over 800 pages in this book. And my god, the end, like I've listened, I think I had like just over 2 hours left to listen to, and I was like, well, I want to ignore everyone today, so that's what I did. And I put my headphones in and I was listening to this, and there is so much stuff that happens in the final 2 hours of this book. I don't know how much that covers, but it's like the last 10 or so chapters, I think. It was so good. That was also on like 1.7 to 2 times speed, just to bear in mind. This is so good. This I also am using to tick off my very first prompt for the Our Fantasy book bingo thing that I spoke about. I will tag the video up here for you. This was not on it, but as I was reading it, I realised that this has got more than 5 points of view that we read from. So I've already ticked off a prompt on my bingo board, so I need to add this cover to my bingo board and get started on that. But this is so good. This is following so many different points of view. The back talks about Aaron a lot. He is really annoying at the start. He's so frustrating at the start. But by the end, I'm not loving him, but my all-time favourite character in this book is Grub. He is great. I love him. He's hilarious. He makes me chuckle throughout the whole book. He has such a good character arc. They all do, but like I feel like Grub has the most redeeming character arc. We meet him first in the prison that Aaron and Cade get taken to. That's not a spoiler, it's literally on the blurb. Not about Grub, but that Cade and Aaron get taken to a prison. And when they break out, he just kind of sticks around for like the rest of the story, and I really enjoyed it. I can understand why people have got gripes with this book. I did watch and read a couple of reviews where they weren't as glowing as I've seen from other people, which is why I love reading reviews, because I like seeing what everyone says and going, oh, that does make sense, oh no, I don't agree. We spend a lot of time in the prison when Aaron and Cade get captured, well, arrested. I feel like it takes a while to get there as well. Like, I've just flicked to a page and I'm on 126 and he's still not there. Like, they don't come to it until quite far in, I think. Anyways, blabbering. Really enjoyed this. Looking forward to reading the sequel. I'm kind of annoyed about the fact that we don't know when the sequel is coming out. Not the sequel. So this there's 2 books in this series so far. I don't know how long the series is going to be. There is no mention of when the next book is coming out in the series. I've got no bloody clue. But this is really good. I am kind of glad though that I did not buy the super pretty editions from the broken binding, because as much as I really enjoyed this, I don't need them. I like the paperbacks. And I didn't even read this physically. I read this audibly, but I really enjoyed it. So at least that means that's one of my, what, 4 or 5 books, I think, for Magical Readathon done. I've got the others to finish. Brilliant. I am waiting on an ARC to drop through my door this week, and I think I might just put everything on hold and read that book. However, another good thing, well, the big plans that I have got coming up this weekend is that it is the Final Book Support Group Readathon this weekend. It's also bank holiday weekend. I have got plans for half of it. So Friday I'll be working from home. The readathon starts on Friday, I think, so when I'm at home and like on break and at the end of the day I can read. There are prompts. There's like a bingo board, which I'm not really sure how much of this I'm going to do. Let's be completely honest. I'm going to put the bingo board here for a second. You can have a look at it. This is round 12. So this is going Friday till Monday. But the bookish prompts on here are Continuation Station, Poll Pick, Final Book, TBR Vet, Graphic Novel, Manga, Novella, New Release. I've got a few things. I kind of want to give this a go. I want to attempt to read these books. However, none of the books that I'm currently picking are very small. And I am off all day Saturday. Jack is working all day Saturday. So I could potentially read all day Saturday. Will I? Possibly not, because I'm like this with my reading at the minute. However, I am also going to use this as kind of like a prompt to read things that I'm already currently reading. I'm not doing this in the serious way of how many books can I start and finish in the weekend. No, I have got so many things that I need to finish. We're going to try and do that. So the first prompt that I said was Continuation Station. I'm squishing everything because I've just piled it up. I'm thinking Gemina, maybe, if I want to pick this up. Another option is obviously Bloodmarked, if I really wanted to. I've already started these. Or I can go all out and go Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas, because I have started that. So, you know, some options there. For the, and then there's other ones like Take Part in Sprint and Share TBR and socials. Like, I can do all that, that's fine. For Poll Pick, I currently have a poll up on my Twitter, which you're not going to be able to vote in, because by the time this video comes out, the whole readathon will be finished. So I put up 4 different sets of emojis for 4 different books. Currently, I'm not sure what's going to win. Currently, the biggest book on there is winning. So I'm just going to tell you what I did, and then I'll tell you which one wins, obviously, because I'll hopefully be reading it this weekend. So I did A Black Heart and a Sword for Dark Blade by Andy Peloquin. I've got that on my Kindle. I did like the sunrise emoji and like a fog emoji for, I've got this to hand. Oh god, I'm beating up books and stuff. For this one, which is Skylark in the Fog by Helena L. Clove, which is a sci-fi. I did 2 dancers and a clock for the Many Shades of Midnight, which is not to hand, but I have it on my shelf somewhere. And then the final one, I did like the back arrow and a shield, which I do have to hand, as The Return of the Knights by Gregory Contaxis, because next month Indie Book Tours is doing a book tour for the sequel to this, so I kind of want to read both. And obviously I'm not part of the tour for this one, but I would obviously love to talk to you guys about it. So those are some options. Currently Darkblade is winning, and that is the biggest book of all of them, which is pretty typical, but I will have it on my Kindle, so it could work. Final book is interesting, because I could read many final books. So I'm sure there's final books on my list of books that I need to read. There's a couple that I've got on my shelves and like looking at them it's kind of hard as well because I'm not actually at the point where I've got a lot of final books. I think Bloodmarked could count for final book. I haven't seen anywhere that there are any more books coming in that series. The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness, but that is a massive book, which is kind of not ideal for something like this. I'm not really partway through, well, I am partway through many series, but I'm not that far through that many series that I'm towards the end. I mean, I could read Hellbent, but I kind of wanted to reread Ninth House before I did that. You know? I don't really have many final books, so I don't really know if I'm going to cross that prompt off, which is fine. TBR Vet could be many things. Many things. Like anything that pretty much is on my shelves is probably a TBR Vet. Because I'm great like that. Anything, I would count TBR Vet anything that has been on my shelves longer than 2 years, which is many things. I've got Age of Ash. I'd love to read that. The sequel to Justice of Kings, The Tyranny of Faith, probably. I could count that as a TBR Vet. That's been on my shelves for a little while, you know? Yeah. To name a few. And then I've got graphic novel, manga, novella. I could finish Death Note, which has been on my currently reading list for the longest time. And then new release. Could be the book that's going to drop through my door this week. Even though it's an arc. So does that really count? I don't know. But I have got so many. I've also got, oh, that was the other one that I could do for final book. One of Us is back. Whatever the third and final book is, till One of Us is lying. I've got that on my shelves. I could do with reading that. And then I'd finish off that trilogy. So that would be really good. So that is, and also that's not a very big book. So that is a high potential choice. But we'll see when we get to Friday what we feel like reading. Because it could all change. Now, I have got book mail. I'm only getting these 2 this month because I didn't get Fairy Loot. I think I know what both of them are. I'm not too sure what I'm going to think about either of these or when I'm going to read them. I have now officially cancelled the Locked Library, unfortunately. I'm not feeling particularly drawn to any of the picks. The one that I am most drawn to is obviously The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I still haven't read it. And then everything else is quite romance heavy, I think. I did enjoy the one book that I've read. I've had this subscription for like a year. I've read one book from it, and it wasn't even The Book That Wouldn't Burn. It was Ever Exquisite Thing by Laura Stephen. Really enjoyed that book, but I haven't read anything since. So I've got these, and we're going to open them and see what they are, because I'm slowly cutting down on my book boxes because I'm trying to be a responsible adult. Because someone needs to be. Let's start with the Locked Library, as this is the last ever one. Well, it's not the, it doesn't necessarily have. The Locked Library currently isn't so popular that if you're interested in a box, you can never get it, and you'd have to like wait months to get on the list. So there's always that. And I think the only one I could possibly be interested in, depending on what they do, is the Halloween edition. But we'll see. Final wrapped one, like a little present, is where I was going with that. But parcel came out. I don't know why. Let's see what we've got. Oh, it's the. Oh, I like what they did with the cover. So originally, the cover was actually a girl, I think, and it was red. So this is The Silence Factory by Bridget Collins. Apparently a #1 bestseller. I've got no idea who she is. So originally it was this girl, and it was red. I like the edges as well. Okay, so we've got blue on both sides, but then these are the digitally printed edges, which are very, very cool. And we've got like a flower. We have a what's it called, bookmark, just some end papers. Oh, that's pretty. That's kind of like the Gilded Cage foiling that we had before. And then the spine, which has the key like on all of them. These are not signed physically. They are usually, oh gosh, I'm the wrong way around. They're digitally signed, and they have an author letter bound in. which I do appreciate. And this says, Henry dreams of silence, a world without the clattering of carriages through cobbled streets, the distant cries of drunken brawls, the relentless ticking of the clock. Then he meets a fascinating, mysterious gentleman who sells just that, precious silk that can drown out the clamour of the world and everything Henry is so desperate to escape. Summoned by Sir Edward's secluded factory to try to cure his young daughter's deafness, Henry is soon drawn deeper and deeper into the origins of this otherworldly gift, a gift that has travelled from ancient Mediterranean glades to English libraries. Ignoring repeated warnings from the girl's secretive governess, he allows himself to fall under the spell of Sir Edward and his silk. But when he learns its true cost, will it be too late to turn back? From #1 best-selling author of The Binding, this is an enthralling story about complicity, desire and corruption, a novel to lose yourself in. Okay. Why for some reason did I think it was about a girl? I don't know. But I'll show you the other cover now, because it is different. Oh no, it's just longer. Okay, well this is the cover. It is the original cover, that, well, the one that's shown on Goodreads is this one. So obviously we have that. But the blurb on this one talks about Sophia Ashmore Percy first, which is why I thought it was about a girl. Oh well, either way. Final book from the Locked Library subscription so far. We'll see how we feel about it. And hopefully we like it, because I need to start reading this. So this could also be a choice for new release, because it is a new release. Get rid of that. I need to stick all of my cardboard downstairs. The bins are meant to go out today, but I don't think they will. Well, my bin will be outside, but it's not currently, you know, got anything in it. So I might want to bring that in as well. All these fun things. And I need to put a wash on in the hope that I will have my white shirt ready for work tomorrow. Which at this rate I will not. And then for Loom Crate, to gaze upon, is it a wicked god or just wicked gods? I don't know. We'll find out now when we open it properly. I still miss the yellow bags. I've skipped this for May because the book didn't seem like my thing, and I kind of think I should have skipped this one. But anyways, so here we go. To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by Molly X. Chang. Look at these edges though. Like, they are just so pretty all the way around, because of course they are. Wow. Oh, it's printed. Oh, we love it when it's printed. Look at it. And then it goes round. So pretty. And then we have got artwork on the end papers. Is it the same on the other side? No, it's different. I believe this is going to have some romancy thing in it. And is this signed? I can never remember. Yeah, we got a lovely green signature there. So this one says, she has power over death, he has power over her. When two enemies strike a dangerous bargain, will they end a war or ignite one? Heroes die, cowards live. For as long as Yang Ruing has been alive, the Empire of Erlang has been occupied by Romans, who mercilessly defeated the magic of her people. Now the invaders' advanced science, technology and military make them gods. But Roying? Not sure if I'm saying that right, and I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it, is special, having been blessed by death and born with the ability to pull life out of mortal bodies. When Antony, the second prince of Rome, uncovers Ruing's power, he offers her an impossible deal. If she becomes his private assassin and eliminates his political rivals, her family will be protected. Can Ruing trust this prince, whose promises of a better world make her heart ache and whose smiles make her pulse beat faster? Are the evils of their agreement really in the service of a much greater good, or will she betray her entire nation to guard those she loves the most? Well, you know, there's that. This is also a new release, so again, this could work for new release as well. Yay. So there you go. We are finished now with Locked Library, and we will just move on with everything else. I've been talking for over 20 minutes, so this is a really good intro to this vlog and has made up for the fact that I haven't talked to you for 2 freaking days. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to go and fill in my fully booked journal to say that I finished the Ember Blade, and I'm going to think about what I'm going to have for tea, and I'm going to put a wash on because I need to do that. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to leave you to your evening. So I'll see you soon. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, and for you it'll be a couple of seconds, but I'll see you then. Hello everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm wearing makeup today. How cool is that? I did my content day today with my company. It was better than expected. I got asked questions. Feel included. I got told. Basically I sat and I answered all my questions, and I will say I'm kind of proud of this. The lady that was asking me all the questions, because it's like an interviewee kind of thing, but they've set up 2 cameras and stuff, and like you're talking to her, and she turned around and she was asking me all these questions, and at the end she came over and she was like, I need to hug you, that was so good, like really professional. And I was like, oh, this makes me feel great. And then she went, this is when we find out that you're a secret YouTuber. And I was like, well, I have a booktube. So, you know, all of these years, it's been 4 years in September, all of these years sitting in front of my camera talking to myself have paid off. I can get by talking in front of an actual camera with other people, off the cuff as well, because I had no preparation, didn't know what they were asking me, so I had to think of all my answers on the fly. So I think I did okay, but I do have a reading update. It's not a massive one. I've started a new book. I've started the audio of A Song of Wraith and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. This, I think, was gifted to me for something by the lovely Abby of Pelennor for Christmas. So thank you, Abby, for sending me my copy. I am reading it audibly though. I'm trying out that BookBeat thing that like every popular booktuber is currently selling. So I'm listening to that on there because I was like, well, it's a free trial, I don't have to spend a credit on it, and it's on there, which is fantastic. So I'm listening to this. I've only listened to I think it's only literally the first chapter, which is from Malik's point of view. This is split point of view. Next will be Karina. I'm not sure if I will read along as well, or when I will pick this back up again currently, because the final book support group Readathon starts tomorrow, and my poll was picked. So the book that I will be reading, my indie book that I'll be reading, is Dark Blade by Andy Peliquin. So I will be conquering the chonker over the weekend. My Kindle is in my work bag, so I took it with me today just in case I needed it. So I will be reading that. I'm excited. I don't really know anything about it currently, and I think I'm just going to go into it blind. I have chatted with the author. He's absolutely lovely, so I'm really excited to try his book. I did talk, when I was talking to him, I did ask like what's the best place to start with his work, because he has written so many books, and he has recommended that this is the first book that I should try for him. I know that this series is massive, and I think the books are all quite chunky. This book itself on my Kindle is showing as over 600, almost 700 pages, I think. So it's going to be something. So we're going to try and read that. And if we only read that this weekend, then we only read that this weekend. But I think it would be really fun to just kind of try and read that and see how we get on. And if I want to flick between other things that I've currently got on the go, then I can completely do that. There is no rules. There is no right, no wrong. But I literally need to go and finish out my work day. It's 4 o'clock. I've just got back from this content day. They said we might as well just go home and work from home rather than going to the office, which I greatly appreciate. So I'm now home. My friend is on her way, which I'm excited. She's going to do some work. I'm going to do some work. Then we're going to order burgers. Maybe. I don't know if I want burgers or mac and cheese or both. So we'll see what's gonna happen there. But yeah, so I've started a book. I've had a good day. It's gone better than I thought. It wasn't a waste of time completely. It went on for a lot longer than was originally planned though. That's the only thing I will say. But it was enjoyable, and I really got to connect with like other people I work with, which was really lovely, because the new people, so I was off last week. I didn't go into the office because I was sick with a lurgy. And then we had 2 new members of staff start, so it's been really nice today just kind of chatting with them. And we had another designer start like 2 months ago, and it's just really nice to talk to all of them in a more neutral personal setting, so it's not just all about work. It was really nice to talk to them about them and stuff, which I love. I love finding out about people. I'm a people person. I hate people, but I love kind of getting to know the people I work with. That's just how it is, you know. I'm nosy as well, so there's that. Right, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna go and finish our work day. Then we're gonna just enjoy the evening with my friend and Jack when Jack comes home. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I might not have a reading update, but we will start the final book support group round 12 tomorrow, as and when, potentially on my lunch break. I'll see you then. Hello everyone and happy Friday. So I am not doing a great job of vlogging anywhere other than right here. But it's almost the end of the workday. I just thought I'd quickly hop on here and say about if I have any plans for reading, because it is the final book support group Readathon this weekend. It is already started. It's Friday to Monday. I have seen that it's definitely until the end of Monday, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, really. I don't know if I'm just gonna delay this vlog by a day and upload it on Tuesday. Probably not, because I'll be in work on Tuesday, or whether I'll just update you on Tuesday or in the next vlog as to whether I finished anything else, because I think after tomorrow I will be more aware of what I have planned for the whole weekend, because I did that poll, the Dark Blade won, so I have got that ready and loaded on my Kindle. I've just tried to read a bit. It's not going into my brain currently, but that's fine. My brain's a little bit all over the place. I tried to read it on my lunch break is what I mean. My brain is just a little bit full, so I think until I'm fully out of work mode, I don't think I can pick that up. So I'm not sure whether to kind of get me in the groove. I was really hoping that my copy of The Last Shield by Cameron Johnson would drop through my door today, and it didn't. And I really just want to dive into that. So I'm not sure if what I'm going to do instead is try and complete the One of Us Is Next trilogy. It's not even that, it's One of Us Is Lying trilogy. This is the 3rd and final book. One of Us is back. And I don't think I need to reread the other 2 to be like, I can carry on with this. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe like pick this up after work, see if this grabs my attention, because it is a thriller. Well, it's a YA mystery book really. And I really enjoyed the first 2, so I'm looking forward to kind of finishing off the series and seeing how I feel with this one, I think. And usually these are quite quick for me to read as well, because you want to keep reading. So maybe I'll start this one tonight instead, and try and cross that off, and then at least I finished a series this weekend. Otherwise, yeah, I've got the Dark Blade. I'd love to just read The Last Shield. We'll see how we go from there. I did have something fun drop through my door today though. I have finally got my new backpack. It's green. It's very nice. This is the mouse backpack. They are pricey. So I have an Amazon backpack currently. I need to move that because that's starting to melt. I currently have an Amazon backpack, and the shoulder strap is breaking, and it's just not the best backpack. Also, it doesn't help that I see like everyone on site with the backpack that I own. So I have had it before. I've turned up at my well, on site, and someone who is working with me also has the same backpack, so it's very easy to get confused. So since I got my promotion, I finally decided to bite the bullet and buy a more expensive backpack. This was £107.99, so that's £107.99, which is expensive, but it feels nice. I know this is a book channel, not a backpack channel, but so far, just like getting it, I'm really impressed. And also, not that I need to say this, I don't think, but it's definitely not sponsored. Like, I bought this with my own money. But I've had a mouse phone case on my phone before. Jack loves mouse phone cases, but he can't have it on his phone because I currently don't do one for the phone that he has. And I've been umming and ahhing about this backpack for the longest time, and I finally bit the bullet. And it's got like a little thing, like a popper, and then these bits up here have actually got magnets in to like keep them closed if needed, which is very cool. And then yeah, it like zips all the way down to the bottom. It's got a laptop holder and a iPad or a smaller laptop holder and one pocket. They've got so many different backpacks on their site, but I just thought, and the other ones are more expensive, they're like over £200, and I was like, do I really need £200 worth of backpack? No, I don't think I really do, let's be honest. I just need something to take all my stuff for work and that I can easily take on a plane. And I think that's going to be this. So I am really happy with this, actually. I quite like the green as well. I think that's quite nice. So I'm looking forward to actually using this and seeing if everything fits. I'm sure it does, but you know, there's that. So yeah, that was like a bigger purchase for me. I don't usually spend like a lot of money in like one go like that. But yeah, so I'm hoping tomorrow, now that The Last Shield drops through my door. Honestly, I've just watched everyone else get their copies and I'm so excited that I'm frustrated because I'm like, I just want my copy. So hopefully that comes through, and yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I probably won't talk to you again this evening if I'm completely honest. But I'm going to eat my unicorn, which I got in H&Y. The little unicorn, look at it, it's very cute. If it will focus, and it's got a little flower. Look at the flower, it's just so cute. So I'm going to feel bad eating that, but I need to eat it, otherwise it will just live in here, and that's not really ideal either. So yeah, that's going to get me through the final part of my day. And then, yeah, I hopefully will sit down and read or just sit down and watch TV. Not too sure what, no idea. No idea what I'm planning on doing, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, I'm tired. It's been a week. But I'm going to leave this here and I will come back and talk to you probably tomorrow. Jack is actually working all day tomorrow, so I have the house to myself. There are sprints on Steph's channel from 2, so maybe I'll do an afternoon of sprinting with her and try and get some reading done. That way at least I can like melt my brain in the morning if I really want. I don't know. Then Sunday we're seeing my dad, but we're not going until later, which is actually really good because Jack's on a night shift on Sunday. And then on Monday we're going to a barbecue. So we have a fun weekend planned. I'm really excited to have a day at home as well as doing other things and going out and seeing people, because I just feel like I need it. Last weekend was a lot of gigging with Jack, which is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm just looking forward to kind of sitting by myself reading my book or watching my program or whatever. And I think that'll be nice and I can recoup is the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'll come back and talk to you tomorrow. Maybe I'll do some sprints and let you know. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna shut up. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everyone and happy Saturday. I spoke to you yesterday. Happy final book support group readathon weekend, woohoo! I started reading last night Dark Blade Assassin, which is the book that won my poll. I look like an egg, but we just want the hair up, and I'm back in my sickness jumper. I'm not sick and it's clean, so you know, just love this jumper. I started reading that yesterday. I got a couple of chapters in. I'm not feeling it. I've got to be honest, I'm really not feeling it. I also managed to pick up the first chapter of One of Us is Back. I think I did that yesterday. Was that yesterday? I'm gonna have to check because I'm not sure when it was. But I picked it up for one chapter, and then today I got up, I did a Pilates workout. Currently I'm fine, but I feel like that could change tomorrow. Also, happy Star Wars Day today, because it's Star Wars Day. I picked this up yesterday for one chapter. So I got up, I did a Pilates thing, I did a load of washing, I did 2 loads of washing, I've lightly cleaned my kitchen. If no one knows what that means, it means I hoover and I wipe down all the sides, but I've not like deep cleaned like the oven. I deep cleaned the hob though, like got my sponge and my just stuff, I don't know, cleaning stuff, cleaned it so it now gleams. So yeah, I class that as a light clean because like I haven't fully like, I've hoovered the floor but I haven't mopped it. Definitely needs a mop, but I haven't done that. And I could really do with deep cleaning my oven, but I didn't. And I've semi-tidied the front room, and by that I mean I've made myself a first aid box because I was getting fed up of having like ibuprofen and paracetamol packets and cold and flu medicine from the past week of me not being well all over the house, and I've now just put it all in one place because that's what it needs. It needs to be in one place. So I did that, and then I actually started watching the May the TBR Be With You. Is that Becca's readathon? The Becca Fowl has a readathon happening this, is it a month-long readathon? I'm terrible, I don't know. But she was sprinting with Lisa, who I do a lot of things with. So I mention her a lot on my channel. But she was sprinting with Lisa, so I joined in for them while I was cleaning my house. And then I decided that I was going to read. And read I did. I've read this whole book today pretty much, apart from one chapter, which means I've read over 300 pages. Today, finally finished something. Go me. I have so many things started, but I genuinely think that I am in my, not necessarily YA thriller mystery phase, but I feel like I'm in my thriller mystery phase. Like I really just want to pick up another one of these, and I have some options. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I have literally just finished these on Steph's sprints because I then had a power cut today for like 2 and a bit hours, which caused a lot of house alarms to go off very loudly around my house, which was not fun, but at least I can read with noisy distractions. Right, yeah, my camera just said it was too full. So then I decided I was going to pick this up, which I did, and I finished, and I feel like it's going to be 4 or 5 stars. Not too sure which. I'm thinking more 4. I guessed part of it, which I'm very happy with, and I like. It was guessing it in a way I'm proud of, not guessing in a, this is really obvious. But it was in a way I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I figured it out. Go me. Because it kind of made me feel like I was doing an escape room. So I can't tell you a lot about this because it is the 3rd. I also finished a series with this because this is the final book in the One of Us is Lying trilogy. So I can't tell you a lot about this because obviously it's the 3rd and final book. A lot has happened. But what I can tell you is that I really enjoyed seeing some returning characters and also just kind of experiencing that teen angst again. I don't know what it is. I really love the way Karen McManus writes. I thought it was really good. I also love that the characters in this book are all at like different points in their lives. Not massively, but you've got like some who've gone off to college, some who are deciding what to do with their future, some who aren't at that point yet, and it's all like kind of mushed up, which is quite nice. I think this is a really good book to read if you like YA or if you're at the YA point in your life. I really like this series. The first one follows, and I also love these because they're multiple point of view. Like all of the Karen M. McManus books that I've read, which I think is all of them, have multiple points of view in them, which I greatly enjoy. I absolutely love multiple points of view because they just give you a better story. I say this all the time, but it's true. So yeah, this follows multiple points of view, as do the whole of this series. definitely worth picking up. The first book is, oh my gosh, One of Us is Lying, and I read that like in what, 2020, so 4 years ago. And it basically revolves around, is it 4 people in the original one? It could be 4, who are under scrutiny after one of their classmates dies while they are all in detention, and they are all key suspects. Really enjoyed that. I love the way that all of these stories are woven as well. So yeah, finished that. Need to rate it, which I will do at some point, but hey, I finished a book. So now I have a selection of other books that I could potentially read, because I think I'm gonna stick with the thriller thing. And see if that is going to bring back my joy of reading again. I just don't know if I want to go YA or adult. But either way, these are standalones, I think, so that's good. The other one is also The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which is one that Abby from Abby of Penlaw gifted me a while ago. Oh gosh, I'm not sure if that's one I want to read. I do want to read it, or I don't know. However, in the sense of final book support group, which carries on until Monday, if I have finished that one, which I would say is a final book, I would use One of Us is Back for final book, so go me, which is in the centre of the board. I took part in some sprints, so I've crossed that off, and if I want to do like a straight line bingo, the only one below it is new release. So if I could just do that and not complete the whole board, I'd be happy. And both of these came out this year, so they're new releases. But yeah, I don't know if I want to read YA or whether I want to go adult. What do I want to do? I can't remember. This one is a death. That they're on like an island. Yeah. And then someone dies and they have to figure out who it is within 107 hours. And then this one is her mum disappeared, and then someone wanted to do like a documentary, and then her mum just like reappears as if nothing had ever happened. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try the first chapter of this one first, see if it grips me, and if it does, brilliant, I'll carry on with this, and if it doesn't, then I will try the first chapter of the disappearance or the reappearance of Rachel Price, and then maybe I'll read that one instead. So yeah, I'm gonna do that downstairs, and then maybe in a bit I'll come back and tell you which I decided, or maybe I'll come back and tell you which one I finished. Who knows? This one actually is a smaller book though, as in I think than the Rachel Price one. This is like 300 and something pages, and this feels a lot chunkier than that. Yeah, this is over 400, so not really a lot in it. But I do really enjoy both of these authors, I have to be honest. Yeah, let's try Stuart Turton, and then maybe I'll come back and talk to you later about which one I picked, or maybe I'll come back and talk to you later about that I finished it. And look at this gorgeous yellow as well. Like, it's so pretty. The black on the spine is just like bang. Cool. Happy days. I will talk to you when I talk to you. Hello everyone, and happy Monday. So I have done a terrible job of trying to vlog anywhere but here. So I hope you can forgive me for that. But I wanted to do a wrap-up clip, obviously, for this vlog. So as I said, this weekend was the final book support group. I was hoping to complete like at least a line of the bingo board that I showed earlier in this video, and unfortunately I have not, but I am very proud of myself for actually just finishing anything. As I've mentioned a couple of times, my reading is just a bit of a roller coaster at the minute. Nothing's really like holding my attention. I'm not really finishing anything, so the fact that I actually managed to finish One of Us is Back, pick it up and finish it within 2 days, is amazing for me, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I really enjoyed this. I still haven't actually put it through Core Pile. I'm still thinking a bit of a 4-star. I will do a wrap up at some point. I think again I haven't done an April wrap up, and I'm not sure if I will, so I might squish April and May together because I only read 3 books in April, so I might just squish them together at the end of this month and see where we get to, and then I will do a full like debrief and all that fun stuff about this book. But I really enjoyed it. Once again, I enjoyed Karen M. McManus's writing and just, you know, the YA book of this. I don't know, like I really enjoyed it. I did end up picking The Last Murder at the End of the World, which you can't really tell because I've taken the dust jacket off. And I'm not very far in. I'm 19 pages in, I will say. Once I finished One of Us Is Back, I think that was like towards the end of Saturday, and then I got distracted by doing some other stuff, so I didn't really pick this up a lot. And then yesterday we went and saw my dad, which was really nice. We went down for the afternoon, so we left here about, I want to say like lunchtime, because he is almost 2 hours away from us. So yeah, we went down there and we stayed and we had a roast, and then we left just before the kids started to go to bed, so that we didn't like impede on nighttime routine too much. But it was really nice to go and see them. And then today we've been at Jack's family's for a barbecue. We got back probably about an hour ago, if that. It's almost 8 now, which is, again, actually I haven't even mentioned it, which is why this vlog is actually going up on a Tuesday instead of a Monday, because I didn't really want to rush finishing this vlog. I finished editing it just before we had to leave, and I could have started exporting it and probably took it with me and did it all at their house, but I just kind of wanted to enjoy the bank holiday, and it was really nice weather, so we sat out in the garden and it was really lovely. So yeah, I haven't really had chance to pick this up anymore, and I am very sad that I didn't actually manage to smash out Andy Peliquin's first book in his Dark Blade series. I feel like it is a sort of book that I will really enjoy when I'm in the headspace for kind of that more fantasy thing, but currently I'm just not in it, and I don't know why. I really want to be, because obviously I predominantly read fantasy, so it's a little bit frustrating, but having some thrillers, I think, to kind of like cleanse my palette is a good thing. So I think I'm gonna continue focusing on this week and see if we finish it. If we do, brilliant. If we don't, we don't. And then I did start on BookBeat, Song of Wraith and Ruin. I have not listened to much of it. I don't know if this will... I'm 2% of the way into this, according to the way BookBeat do their things. So yeah, 2% into that, hoping to listen to it tomorrow, definitely, when I drive to work. I'm in the office on Thursday for definite. I don't know if I'm working from home on Wednesday or if I'm in 3 days this week. I'm not too sure, but hopefully when I'm commuting I will listen to this and smash that out as well, because I don't want to run out of hours. I think that like starts charging me in June, so I want to listen to that and then potentially cancel it, because I'm not really listening to audiobooks either, and I've got like 4 credits at the minute on my Audible that I haven't spent, and I've got quite a few books that I managed to like double up in some of the 2-for-1 sales, so I've still got quite a few books that I haven't listened to yet at all in my library, so I need to do that. And I need to start making an effort with maybe buying credits for books that I have on my shelves that I'm just not getting to. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the be all and end all of this week. If you have enjoyed this vlog, please give it a like, it supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of, I don't know. Leave me a comment telling me your favourite colour if you got this far, and if you just want to leave me an emoji instead, just to show that you've got this far, leave me any sun emojis, because I'm very glad that the sun came out for Bank Holiday Monday. That makes me very happy. If you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ringing that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I try to upload twice a week. At the minute it's just one, just been doing my weekly reading vlog, but hopefully that will come back in to play now that I am not sick and, you know, trying to get a decent work routine back in place. But otherwise, that is everything for today's video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!